This is Observious bringing you guys another League of Legends commentary, and today I'm going to be doing a recording on Sona, the, I don't know, we'll say she's a bard, harpsichordist lady, because we can totally not remember, we being me, exactly what her title is. So we're going to go into her abilities and skills and all of that into the early laning phase, and of course in the post-game show that we will do here. If you look at the team comps, we do currently have a Mordekaiser as our main tank. He's going to be stacking tank slash AP for the most part. An AD Ezreal, I think. A AP carry Lux, I'm assuming, because I am of course playing Ara Sona. If you play AP Sona and make it work, that's good for you. I am really bad with it. And Caitlyn herself, the ranged carry, just in case Ezreal can't hit those skill shots. So that's going to go give us an AP, a support, 2 AD, and an AP slash tank. I think that they could safely build armor and be somewhat okay, although Lux's lasers would then devastate them. We do have no assassins at all on our team, and everyone is a squishy. Everyone's a squishy here at Team Blue, except for Mordekaiser, of course, and his damage will be noticeable. I do not think, though, that we will be too strong late game, as they will have that Tryndamere combo. Early game, though, they do have their own harasses. They do have a Swain, and we all know that he is not unkillable when he pops his ultimate, and birds fly out and heal him as long as he has mana. Ashe Arrow being a fun little CC initiation that can be sent from anywhere on the map, and it stuns for longer the farther away it is. Tryndamere doing his stuff, saying, "I will not die at 1 HP until it wears off," and having fun with that, being their AD carry. Rammus for their tank with the taunt. Again, this is going to help with initiating. If you get hit by an Ashe Arrow and then Rammus powerballs in and taunts, that's going to be annoying. And LeBlanc is going to be their main assassin slash AP carry. Besides Swain. Swain's more of an off-tankish thing. So for items, I am going to go ahead and look into a Fairy Charm. And 1 Sight Ward, 3 mana pots, and 2 health potions. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a Hammer of Valor, which in order to use her passive you have to charge up 3 of 1 aura, and what it does is it powers up her passive. Right here, after casting 3 spells, they deal 14 plus 9 times the level bonus magic damage, in addition to a bonus effect considering to what she's currently playing. And aura's persist 2 seconds after deactivating. So I currently have 2. Let me go ahead and get that 3rd one and regenerate my mana. Gonna go ahead down with Lux. Ezra looks like he's going to go ahead and take mid, as Kate should have gone mid, but it looks like instead Mordekaiser and Caitlyn are going to be laning top. Now, I did forget to clairvoyance the base over here, but it does look like they were sensible and did send Swain mid, so we'll see how that goes. In case you're wondering why I go Fairy Charm, Sight Ward, 3 mana potions, and health potion, I do go ahead and get the Sight Ward, so that way if I'm still in the lane, which I should be, barring unforeseen circumstances, making our Ezreal's not happy. Unless we have unforeseen circumstances making me dead, I will have to put a ward up there to guard against jungling slash ganks. And it's fun to have a fast ward at Dragon without having to run all the way back. Mana potions, because while I do have some base mana regeneration, mana potions help solve the problem really well. And dropping a CV over here, we see that, oh, Ashe is all alone with Rammus, therefore not alone, and health potions just to help keep her health up, as while she does have a heal, she shouldn't really be spamming it until the late game. Why Fairy Charm? I did just waste my passive there, something that you gotta be aware of. We should try only less hitting our lane, and that I do go ahead and rush a Philosopher's Stone on this build, and I need the Fairy Charm more than the Regrowth Pendant. Once I get that Philosopher's Stone, I go ahead and rush a Will of the Ancients and then finish my Shirelia's Reverie after the boots. And I will talk about that more when I get those items. Now, Rammus is playing it somewhat safe. I wonder if he went taunt first. Can't be too certain right now. Meanwhile, we all know where all the champions are, but I'm going to go ahead and keep that CV up so they don't duck into the bush for now. Trying to get ahead with a poke, but it's kind of hard as Ashe does have that volley, even though we haven't seen it too much. A little bit of lag there. It should resolve, though, by the time I get to the recording. Lux poking around, hitting with that Q. We're going to be trying to poke him to death. Now, we do have to really worry about overextending, as once Ashe gets a decent frost shot, plus Rammus's Powerball slow and taunt, that is going to go ahead and tie into things. There goes a volley, picking a hit up on Lux. coming forward a little bit as that volley is now on recharge, hitting Rammus but not doing too much damage, trying to poke him a little bit with the auto attack but not doing too much. Meanwhile, Lux is going to go ahead and keep harassing Ashe with her skills. Apparently I need to spam some abilities, as if I do recall, Sona, or I should say Lux, did have a clarity. Wow, I cannot say anything today. So, got off a few abilities before that clarity kicked in. Still have those mana pots and health pots. Rammus is already going to go ahead and use a health potion. He did go cloth armor and 5 health potions though, so he will be very durable in the lane. He's looking for long staying power, getting another point in Hymn of Valor. You will see my leveling as I go along into this game. I try to max Hymn of Valor first with a quick second point in Arya at level 4, and at level 5 getting a point in Song of Celerity, unless I need it at level 4, just depending. I go ahead and get max Hymn of Valor after I get that second point in Arya and 1 point in speed. And after I max the Valor, I max the Song of Celerity and last the heal, as her level 2 heal plus the AP you get from the Will of the Ancients is usually more than enough to sustain your team over time. Meanwhile, going back and forth, I'll go over champion abilities real quick. Trying to come over here to poke Rammus, failed badly. Been sort of just gliding around on the lane, letting Lux do all the work. Bad of me, but I am a support and she is our carry. So I should try to let her get last hits, if possible. Over mine. Trying to come up a little bit, backing up. Better stay out of that taunt range. Did go ahead and waste that over here. Lux did miss her Q, but that's alright. Getting a point in heal, gonna go ahead and drop a heal on Lux. And remember that her heal does heal herself and an ally. And you might think, oh, well, that's a weak heal. I play Soraka, and Soraka heals for gobs more. Well, that is true, but Soraka only heals one person, and it gives armor, as opposed to double heal. Also, Sona's heal is like half the cooldown, which is, of course, a big buff, and half the mana. Backing up a little bit, just trying to harass Rammus. Don't want him to get a taunt off. Need to drop, but apparently he's not coming for us. I am not level... I am not a high enough level to get away with the speed buff, as I did not hit level 5. Auto-attacking for some reason helped push this lane a little bit. Gonna go ahead and drop a heal and pop a mana potion. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's making a face. We don't know quite what's going on there, as a little bit too busy concentrating on this lane for now. Can go ahead and drop a CV down here. See where Tryndamere is. I don't see him. Maybe Caitlyn failed a kill on them, too early to tell. Very nice shield by Lux. I do not believe I get hit by that frost shot, but if I had, it would have helped a ton. Meanwhile, coming up a little bit, now Ashe is in there. Something that people might not know is that your aura that does hit 2 enemy opponents doesn't actually hit them if you can't see them, even if they're in range. Rammus coming up for the attack, getting hit. They're coming up for Lux, popping the heal. Can go ahead and try to harass Rammus some more. He's on his last health potion now, getting harassed, and Swain does go ahead and win the mid lane versus Ezreal. Curse is being thrown by Ezreal, so we'll see how that goes. Trying to get in range of Ashe, no cigar. Level 5 now. Now we have the move speed temporary ghost. Gonna go ahead and save my clairvoyance for now. Swain is not MIA, so there's no reason to worry about the upcoming section. Ashe coming up to try to poke me, and gonna go ahead and heal up Dalma Scan. Moving up, send a poke at Ashe, trying to help that minion stay alive for as long as possible. Please watch your taunts. Oh no, Lux getting hit there a little bit by the mirror damage. Dropping a heal and a summoner heal, why not? Meanwhile, LeBlanc is currently MIA, so we'll have to keep an eye on everything there. The top lane has gone back a little bit, which is somewhat discouraging. Ashe chased her down, made her cancel at least. Rammus is going to go ahead and hold that over here. Mid is MIA, but he did quickly return after going briefly MIA. LeBlanc is, of course, chasing down Cass. Ooh, will she get away? Going down to a 12 health and barely escaping. Mordekaiser chasing down LeBlanc. And Tryndamere also being low before 6. We'll have to see that later on. And Ashe teleporting back in, of course, to maintain the lane. And poking Rammus some more. I am taking some mirror damage because he did activate his skill, but you should always poke when you can. Now Rammus is going to go ahead and recall under the safety of the tower. Lux is going to go ahead and throw that root. It does miss, as it was out of range, sadly. Swain is missing. That makes me a little bit worried. Mid MIA. as I don't know where in the world he went. Did he get killed? He did. So not too many worries there, but better to call it even though he is dead, just in case. Level 6 we do go ahead and get our ultimate, which is going to be a oh crap stun, and so you can escape, or in a team fight, stun all of their faces as an Amumu ultimate, and we all know how fun Amumu is. Sona is, in my humble opinion, the support Amumu, as you know, she fights from range, but she basically is all about auras, if defensive ones, and doing AoE support. Mid is not MIA, mid is merely pushing the outer turret, as you can see on the map, doing some damage to it. It is already down to less than half. Clicking on random spots on the minimap, dropping a clairvoyance just to make sure there's no one sneaking behind them, although they could easily come from the bush. Top is not missing yet, so there's still nothing to fear quite yet. Rammus does look like he's going around. He did drop, was that a ward, I believe? I didn't see, I just saw him briefly duck towards the bush and then immediately come back. So there is a potential ward there, not going to worry about it too much for now. Ashe did hit 6, so she does have a really strong burst at the moment coming up. Just going to push this lane, and there goes Ashe. And I hit the wrong button. Here comes the taunt. There goes the Ashe arrow. Ashe being low, but no Lux laser able to hit it as the Lux was low on mana. And Sona making a foolish mistake, didn't even drop the ward at the 10-minute mark. Gonna give Ashe a free kill. Lux laser is gonna of course miss, as Ashe would have been standing out of range on the side of the tower if she was sticking around. Gonna go ahead and turn this Fairy Charm into a Philosopher's Stone and work on getting me some boots, as move speed is essential in this game. I'll go ahead and buy some extra wards, and that should cover me for now. Ashe is still missing. Tryndamere is up there. Trying to find LeBlanc. I don't see him. I'm gonna go ahead and call LeBlanc and Ashe MIA, as that is a little bit worrisome. And Blanc is returned to top. Ashe is still missing. Ezreal wants to